If you own a motorcycle, you might have been sleeping on one of the most effective tools for therapy in the world. There is so much that riding on a calm road gives to your psychological life. Today, we'll be discussing how your brain and body can benefit from riding your bike. Everywhere you look, people seem exhausted. The world keeps moving faster, and most of us are just trying to keep up. Responsibilities stack up, bills arrive, and the constant noise of modern life never really stops. Stress has quietly become part of our daily existence. It slips into our mornings before we even open our eyes and stays with us long after the day is done. Science calls this constant state of pressure cortisol. It is the hormone that helps the body prepare for challenges, but slowly wears it down when it stays for too long. High cortisol levels are linked to anxiety, heart problems, and early aging. But there is something unexpected that can help. Do you know that just 20 minutes of motorcycle riding can lower cortisol levels by almost 30%? It's almost the same as going to the gym for the same period of time. That simple ride does what therapy and supplements often promise. When you ride, your body does not just move, it heals. The world feels quieter, your heartbeat steadies, and the weight you have been carrying suddenly feels lighter. Perhaps that is why riders say the road feels like freedom. It is not just movement, but is actually medicine in transit. There are moments in life when you are so focused that time disappears. Psychologists call this the flow state. It is that rare feeling when your mind stops jumping between yesterday and tomorrow and settles completely into the present. Riding a motorcycle pulls you into that state without effort. There are no screens to check, no voices to distract you, no noise to drown your thoughts. It is only you, the sound of the engine, and the rhythm of the road. Riding demands that you stay awake in every sense. Your eyes read the road ahead. Your hands adjust to the wind. Your mind syncs perfectly with every motion. There is no space to think about the argument you had yesterday, or the meeting that awaits tomorrow. The road takes your full attention, and when you give it, your thoughts finally calm. Each curve becomes a small act of mindfulness. Every turn becomes a conversation between trust and instinct. Your brain becomes deeply engaged during those moments. It quietly calculates speed, balance, traction, and distance within fractions of a second, yet it never feels like work. It feels natural, almost like breathing. That is the gift of flow. It is a focus that feels like freedom. It is awareness that feels like peace. When you reach it, the noise of life fades, and all that remains is the simple feeling of being alive in the moment. Beyond the peace and calm that comes with focus, there is another side of riding that lights a fire inside every rider. It is the rush of adrenaline that flows through your body the moment the throttle opens. The world seems to stretch out before you. The engine roars, the tires grip the road, and your heart begins to race in perfect rhythm with the machine. That rush is not just about thrill. It is the body's natural reaction to excitement and challenge. When adrenaline kicks in, your senses sharpen. Your vision widens, your reactions speed up, and your awareness expands. You feel everything more intensely. The air feels cooler, the sound of the wind becomes music, and even the smallest motion feels alive. It is not recklessness. It is controlled energy. It is the point where focus meets excitement, where clarity meets passion. For most of us, this blend of calm and adrenaline is what makes riding addictive. It gives both peace and power. It reminds you that you are not just existing, but living with intensity and awareness. That moment when the bike and the body become one is not just physical. It is emotional and even spiritual. It reminds you of what it means to feel alive, to move with purpose, and to trust yourself completely. Riding not only quiets the mind, it also strengthens it. At Tokyo University, researchers compared people who ride motorcycles regularly with those who do not. The riders performed better on memory and spatial awareness tests. They reacted faster and showed sharper focus. Their brains stayed more active and flexible, even with age. The reason is simple. Riding is one of the few activities that activate almost all your senses at once. You are constantly reading the road, listening to the sound of the engine, feeling vibration through your hands, and adjusting your balance as the world moves past you. This steady exchange between mind and motion builds stronger connections in the brain. Over time, it creates something scientists call cognitive reserve, which protects against mental decline. Every time you ride, you are giving your mind a full workout. You are training memory, focus, and decision-making without ever sitting in a classroom. Each moment on the bike sharpens your awareness. The more you ride, the more your mind adapts, learns, and becomes resilient. The road not only carries you forward, it quietly keeps your brain young and alert. The power of riding goes beyond what happens in the brain. It touches something emotional, something deeply personal. Riding alone builds independence. It teaches you to trust yourself. You learn to manage risk, to stay calm when things get uncertain, and to find confidence in your own control. Every time you face the road, you prove to yourself that you can. But the beauty of motorcycles is that they also connect people. When you ride in a group, you find community. You meet others who understand the same pull of the road, the same balance of fear and excitement. Even a wave between passing riders carries an unspoken understanding. Social scientists say that belonging to a group improves happiness and guards against depression. Riders live that truth every time they gather. On two wheels, you discover that freedom and connection can exist side by side. You can feel completely alone, yet completely understood. That balance is rare, and it is part of what makes riding so special. It reflects life itself. We all want to be independent, but we also want to belong. Motorcycles somehow give us both. To someone standing by the roadside, a motorcycle might look like nothing more than an engine, 2 tires, and a fuel tank. But to the person sitting on it, it feels like a pulse that beats in sync with their own. It carries more than weight. It carries meaning. It speaks of choice, of daring, and of responsibility. It reminds you that freedom was never meant to be safe or easy. Jean-Paul Sartre once said that real freedom begins when you choose your path, even without knowing what waits ahead. Every rider feels that truth each time they twist the throttle. Inside a car, the world passes by like a movie behind glass. But on a motorcycle, you are part of the scene. You can feel the sting of the wind, the warmth of sunlight, or even the smell of the earth after rain. You are not just moving through the world, you are touching it, breathing it in. The road never guarantees comfort, but it gives you honesty. Every turn demands attention. Every mistake leaves a lesson. Riding strips life down to its essentials. For a few rare moments, you stop thinking and start being completely alive in the now. When you bring it all together, riding becomes a form of healing. It lowers stress, improves focus, builds memory, and creates connections. It calms the body while sharpening the mind. It is one of the few experiences that can balance strength with stillness. Many riders say the road listens better than most people do. When you are out there, the noise inside your head quiets down. The sound of the engine becomes a rhythm that steadies your heartbeat. The wind no longer pushes against you. It feels like it is carrying your worries away. You do not need to have life figured out to ride. You just need to start. Somewhere between the roar of the machine and the whisper of the wind, something begins to shift. Your breathing deepens. Your shoulders relax. You start to remember what peace feels like. Each mile becomes a gentle reminder that the world is still beautiful and that you still belong in it. Freedom is not something you find at the end of a long road. It is something you choose each time you start the journey. Riding reminds you that you always have that choice. You can live stuck in the noise of routine, or you can move forward with intention. You can drift through your days, or you can feel every moment with full awareness. The wind on your face is more than just air. It is proof that you are alive and awake. Motorcycles are often seen as symbols of rebellion, but maybe they are really symbols of mindfulness. Every ride whispers the same quiet truth. Life is not meant to be lived half asleep. It is meant to be felt. Perhaps the best kind of therapy does not happen in a clinic or in front of a screen. Maybe it happens on an open road with no destination, where the world stretches wide and time slows down. Every ride becomes a small act of remembering who you are. Each turn becomes an invitation to feel again. And when the day ends and the engine goes silent, you realize something powerful. The ride was never just about distance. It was about the choice to live fully, to feel deeply, and to be free in your own way. The road simply showed you the way back to yourself. Thank you for watching till the end. If you have experienced motorcycle riding as a form of therapy, what was it like for you? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting videos. Bye for now.